Right guys, so I've been a bit quiet over the last week with video uploads. Normally I do a couple a week, but well, there's two things going on really in my ACC world. So in the league that I currently race in, we've got 2 races left, and I'm leading the championship by a handful of points, so just kind of wanting to stay fresh in ACC just to wrap out that championship. There's another league then that I'm going to be starting on Sunday with a crowd called ERA, or Evolution Racing Academy. So I think there was like 90 to 100 plus entries in this, and it's gone between 3 splits or so, and I am in split 1, and the competition in that split is very, very high. Some of the guys I raced with already in my current Amigos league, but some of them then are also new guys that I haven't heard of, but I have seen them whack it in sometimes in practice. And at the minute, what I'm doing is I'm just practicing my qualifying runs. The car in race trim is a lot better, or a lot more stable, I think, over a stint. I'm not going to be getting any pole positions or anything, I don't think. I'm probably about...
Sector 2 time is good.
I'm guessing about half a second off the pace of the front runners. So what I'm doing, and this is kind of how I practice for a serious event like this, or like an endurance event, I'll aim to do about 50 to 70 laps on the track in question, and that'll be a mix between qualifying runs, race fuel, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the car super light with no tyre wear, so just to simulate qualifying runs. Then what I'll do is I will then fill it up on fuel, turn the tyre wear on, and do like a stint, and just kind of see what the setup is doing in terms of wearing out the tyres. Because to be honest with you, ACC, I suppose the level that I'm at it's fairly competitive. It wouldn't be like professional esport level, not just yet, but it's not a million miles off, to be fair. And I'd say, yeah, we're within like a second or so of what the super aliens can do, I guess. So, like I say, there's good competition at most levels.
It's now 28 Celsius.
So what I'm trying to do is just kind of figure out a setup on the car that I actually got on with. But this car at this track is just not really... It's not really hooked up, and in ACC at the moment, given the balanced performance, it seems like the Porsche and the Honda are probably the 2 quickest cars. Now, they did get a recent little nerf, but they're still probably going to end up being a couple of tenths quicker than most of their cars on this track anyway. The Audi, incidentally, looking at the times given by the guys at Go Setups, which is one of the setups on the car at the moment, they have the Audi about half a second off the Porsche on this track and 4 tenths off the Honda or thereabouts. So it's probably not looking good overall. But yeah, I've been driving for a while, feel a bit tired, and I'm actually getting slower.
0.39, slower than your best.
Yeah, I went from doing like 35 flats, and yeah, I'm just not firing on all cylinders. So really, I thought I would just do a quick video just to check in with everybody, let people know kind of why I haven't posted any of my usual AMS2 content. It's because I've been neck deep in ACC for the last week, just trying to get setups nailed, get everything kind of sorted out. I was thinking of streaming the race, or maybe at least recording the race. So just to give people an idea as to why I'm putting a lot of prep into this, right? Well, 2 reasons. First one, everyone else is. So I'm popping onto the practice server every night, and I can see the same names in there, banging in the same times, and I'm about 2 tenths to 5 tenths off some of them in qualifying runs. On race pace, I think I'll be better because I'm not running with maybe as edgy a setup. So the tyres should last, and the tyres get butchered on this track completely on the left side. They will blister and all sorts of stuff. The thing with ACC and GT3 cars in general is that when you start setting them up to be super aggressive to get the lap time, particularly for qualifying runs, the car gets very loose and very, very pitch sensitive, and you've probably seen like all of the micro corrections I was making on the wheel into braking areas and out of corners, trying to keep the car out of the traction control as much as possible, because ultimately that will kill lap time. As well as that, the brake bias, try and get the thing pointed in, and you know, so I suppose this is what the competitive side of ACC is all about when it comes to leagues. Bear in mind, I'm about like 1,500 hours into ACC, and you know, some of the guys that I race with, I'm guessing, are probably not far off, because the standard is quite good. They're all clean racers, and they're all very, very fast. So, you know, ultimately I have the choice to say, okay, do I rock up to a race to just participate, or do I want to actually try to run at the front and try to compete for the overall championship, you know? And that involves putting in the practice, involves a level of dedication. And ultimately, this is why I've been putting a couple of hours into ACC a few evenings per week. But tonight, I'm just not on it at all. I've gone from, you know, doing practice runs in the 35s to just making mistakes, and I do think it's tiredness. Like, I mean, as I record this, it's like after 12:30 at night, so I've been on it for the last hour or so, just trying to string a lap together, you know. Yeah, if anyone's interested, by the way, in joining this league, feel free to just drop it in the comments. Like I said, there's two leagues I'm in. One is the Amigos Racing League. That's on a Monday night at 7 o'clock. The server opens for practice. Quali will start at 8:30 UK time. That's 15 minutes, and then it's a 1 hour race thereafter. And then the other one that I'm practicing for here is the ERA, and that's the one with like 3 different splits, all different skill levels, by the way. So, you know, the front runners are in the, you know, 34, 35s. Mid pack is probably high 35s into 37s maybe, and then the third split then will be everything above that. So, like I say, there's a driver pool for every skill set, and as well as that, the guys at ERA, and I've only recently joined them, by the way, joined one of their leagues, but the guys in there are all great bunch of people. If you're new to ACC, or maybe even you've got a couple of 100 hours in ACC but you're looking to improve, guys, including myself, would be more than happy to help. But I'm not doing myself any favours by offering help looking at these laps. So take it with a pinch of salt, because I'm really struggling to break into the 34s. My quickest lap here was a 35.0 today, and my quickest lap actually overall was actually that 35.0, just looking at the ACC results companion tracker. So yeah, this evening I actually done my quickest lap in the practice server at 35.0. 35.000, so bang on the 35. But yeah, guys, we'll leave it there. Like I say, probably expect you know, me to record some of these races. The AMS2 content will be a little bit less, I think, over the next few weeks, just as I try and get my hands or get a handle really on this car. But yeah, I'll be in and out of AMS2. Like, don't think that I'm abandoning it or anything like that. I still really enjoy that sim. I think there's brilliant quality cars in there, just different stuff, and you know, it's great to drive. But as I've said a few times on this channel, that my competitive side is ACC, and yeah, what's involved in that and prepping for races and stuff is quite intense, and particularly, like I say, with this new league season that I'm going into as well with the ERA guys. Just as a by the way, these races get streamed as well, both the Monday night and the Sunday race will be streamed as well. All 3 splits, in fact. And what I'll do, I'll drop links to who's streaming them in the chat. I know on the Monday night on split 1 is being covered by a guy, Horsebox Streams. I'll drop a link in the description to his YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff, so go and, you know, follow him, subscribe or whatever else. You know, so even if you want to have a look at one of these races before you participate, feel free to do so, you know, and as I say, if you're interested, give me a shout. But anyway, I'll stop rambling on, we'll end it here, and yeah, I'll catch you all soon.